So what you have here is the Microsoft Clarity tool, and I just want to show you like an overview of how this thing works. So I just installed this 2, maybe 3 days ago, and I'm already blown away and amazed at the capabilities within here. It allows you to see things visually, and I guess like they are achieving exactly what they wanted to achieve, which is clarity on your data and what's going on your website. So let's begin. On here, you see my screen. This is the tool that I'm talking about, and this is a dashboard. I've never seen such a pretty dashboard, and a dashboard where you can see information that makes sense to you as a human being. I'm a tech person and I see data and statistics all the time. Two analytics tools that I want to reference in addition to Microsoft Clarity is the Facebook Pixel. So the Facebook Pixel is also an analytics tool unless you analyze what people are doing outside of your website or within your Facebook profile. But you can only see the data. It's not necessarily pretty like you get with here on Google Clarity. Then you also have Google Analytics, and that tool is pretty great too, but it's not as pretty as you get with the Microsoft Clarity. So one of the reasons why I encourage you to install Microsoft Clarity is because it's a free tool, and it will really give you some excellent insight onto what's happening on your site. So not only this data like you see here, let's just walk through some stuff really quickly. I see I have sessions up here. So these are the sessions that I've had over the last 3 days. I have dead clicks, rage clicks. Rage clicks is when people are getting frustrated and they're ready to click off. They're clicking multiple times. We got excessive scrolling, quick backs, even popular pages. Like what page is being viewed the most on my site. I can just see it. It pops out automatically to me. It's letting me know what operating systems people are coming from. So I've got Windows down here, iOS, Mac OS, Linux, Android, other systems. Even the countries, it's telling me what countries people are coming from. And one thing that you're going to notice, right, is like next to all of these icons is you see like heat maps, but you also see video. And this is the part that I want you to pay attention to because this is going to be the most helpful for you as a professional, as an agent, or someone that has a website or a landing page. You see these videos. So I can click and I can see all the videos, or I can just click on, a particular video. So what I'm going to do is I want to see a video on, let's see, I just want to, let's see, referrers. Let's click on this video. So go to recordings for the referrer of YouTube. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to take me over to all of those videos that YouTube referred to my page. So if I click on this page right here, or if I click on this session, this gives me a session, and it's going to show me what that user is doing on my website. So this is a YouTube video that I have, and this is YouTube referred this video out to my website, and this is what that person was doing on my website. So you can see it visually over here on the right. You can see what this person is doing on my website exactly. So this is going to be really helpful when you have landing pages and when you want to know just what's going on your website. So it's one thing to see all of that data, like in terms of data input tables and graphs, but it's another thing to see it visually. This is a lot more helpful than what we're used to seeing. So I'm encouraging you to install this Microsoft Clarity tool on your website. It's free, and you can't go wrong by installing this website. So you can see there, I had somebody subscribe to my email address, to my email list, and that's what they're doing on the website. And they left in 2 minutes. Let's see where they're going, and they're headed over to. This is everything that this person is doing on my website. So let's just say I had a bottleneck where people were getting frustrated on my website. This would show where that frustration is and would show me what I need to do to modify and improve my site. So that's the real quick. That was 4 minutes, and it cut out all of the dead space. That was a 4 minute clip of what's happening on my website, right? So that's the visual, and that's the importance of this Microsoft Clarity tool, right? So let's go over to my projects, and let me just show you this tool really quickly. So over here, this is my EXP Realty site as a real estate agent, and I have some sessions over here on this site too. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on recordings so you can see it. So I click on recordings, and it gives me all of the recordings available for the site. So I can see even just a quick snapshot. This is so impressive. Like what's happening on my website. So someone visited my website February 4th. Someone visited my website February 3rd. And that person spent 15 minutes and 31 seconds on that website. And I can watch that entire recording just by clicking on this section here of the session. So let's watch what this person does a little bit. And they're scrolling around, and this is really helpful to see what's going on your website. So Um, this is 15 minutes. We're not going to sit here through this entire 15 minutes, but this is someone obviously interested in my website for houses, and they were sitting here or browsing. Their experience was 15 minutes. Let's see. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to install Microsoft Clarity. So the way you do that, how to install it is, you can either go to let's go to Google really quickly, and let's search for Microsoft Clarity. So Microsoft Clarity, it comes right up usually. So clarity.microsoft.com. I'm just going to click this link and it's going to take me right over to Clarity. You should see something similar to what you already saw. If you don't already have your account set up, it's going to prompt you to set up your account. And once you do that, you can then install your Clarity Pixel. So let's just say I was not in here and I didn't have a Clarity uh, installed on this digital real estate strategy website, right? Let's say I didn't have it there. I would just go through the prompts, put my name and all their information in, and it would then take me over here to this setup. So once you it's going to make you set up, and once you set it up, they're going to give you this code, and this code, this is important, this is where you need to install, this is the code that you need to take and install on your website, and it's going to vary depending upon what your website is and who your website provider is. So in this instance, for digital real estate strategy, my website provider is WordPress. So WordPress has a let's go over to WordPress. Let's go over to my website and let's go to the dashboard, and I want to save this. Let's cancel. Let's save that. I'm going to go over to the dashboard and I'm going to go over to plugins, right? So I'm going to go over to my plugins, and this is for WordPress. And what I'm going to do is I want to install a new plugin. So I'm going to do this up here in the upper left. I'm going to add new, and then I'm just going to search for Clarity. And once I search for Clarity, WordPress gives me the option to install. I would just simply install and follow the directions here to install Clarity. I don't need to do that because I've already installed Clarity, but let's go back over to that instruction page. So here's the other option, the manual option. And with manual, you're going to copy this code. You're going to copy this code. So in my instance, I have another website, which is, I'm going to open it up for you. And here at our brokerage, we have a website called KV Core. I'm going to log into that website, and I just walked through this earlier with some of my students, and they took me through. This is how you get to the header. Um, this is going to load up, and it's going to give me an option to edit my site. So for KV Core, I just edit the settings. And remember, I have my code copied already. And then I just need to find the custom header section within KV Core. So I would scroll all the way down until I find the custom header section. Here it is, the custom header section. And as you can see, like, I encourage you to make sure you have your Facebook Pixel installed. That's my Facebook Pixel code. Make sure I have a chat box. So I have my mini chat code installed there. And I also have Google Analytics. So I have my Google Analytics code installed there, right? So you can see here, I already pasted the Microsoft Clarity code in here. But if you don't have your code installed already, you would just simply come in here and paste your code in here. So you can see mine is installed. But if I did not have any code there, I would just Control V on Windows, copy and paste, and put my code in there. You can see the code is there. Once you're finished, you would just press the save button. And once you save it, that code is installed on your site, and you would come back over to Clarity, and it could take up to an hour for the console to recognize that your Clarity code is installed. But once it's installed, you'll have a dashboard, and you'll be able to see all of these statistics that's taking place on your site. So that's really simply how to install Microsoft Clarity. We did it on my WordPress website. So there are two ways you can do that. You can install it with the add-on plugin by searching directly in WordPress, or you can copy the code manually, and you can take that over to WordPress and install it into your header. The other option is manual, and if you have a different website and a different website provider, like I did with KV Core, you would just make sure you grab that code and place it, inject it into the header section of your website, and you save it. And once you save it, you give the um, you give the console a little bit of time to process that you've installed it on your site, and I would say give it up to 2 hours, and then you come back to the site and you should begin to see the activity that's taking place on your website. So one more time, just so you can see, and to close the video out, let's go over to my recordings and let's check out a session on my site, and let's see what people are doing on my site. So this is a page that I have on my site, Facebook resources. It's a resource document for people that are interested in running Facebook ads. I have this document available, and I showcase the different um, interests, add copies, add images, add videos. I allow them to use that, and I have that installed on my website. So we're going to see what this person is doing on my website. So right here, you can see this person. They're taking a little bit while. Let's fast forward and see what else they're doing. So now this person is scrolling through, clicking around, and this is their activity on my site, so I can see what's happening. And this is going to be really helpful for people when you start to get a lot of customers and a lot of prospects. It's going to be helpful to see what they are doing, where they are having frustrations, and where they are having success. Where are they clicking through? What's making them purchase? Which making them buy? What's making them submit their email addresses? You can see all of that visually with Microsoft Clarity. Last but not least, there are some other tools out there that cost a lot of money to install that and get the same information, but this is free. So I encourage you to install this on your site. You can't go wrong with it. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.